The AFL Grand Final is here. It is the Lions or the Swans. And today we're going to allow AFL 23 to predict the winner. I want you to drop a comment down below who you guys think is going to win. And the Norm Smith medalist. For me, I'm going to go Brisbane. And my Norm Smith medalist is Lachie Neale. I think Lachie Neale is going to have a massive Grand Final. But we're going to allow AFL 23 to predict the Grand Final. I'm going to talk about the game, what I'm thinking, how I think this game is going to be won. I definitely feel like whoever gets off to a fast start is going to be hard to beat. Both teams do like coming from behind. The Brisbane Lions have done it against the Giants and then Geelong. Sydney, they had a few games this season where they were well and truly getting beaten. And and the fact they come back, they've got the stars to do it. Now, if Sydney win, I think Errol Goulden or Isaac Heaney could win the Norm Smith. I definitely feel like it's out of them two. I definitely feel like Isaac Heaney could just set this day alight. It's going to be huge, man. If you guys think the Lions are going to win, please let me know. And if you think the Swans are going to win. Now, AFL 23 has predicted something pretty crazy. I recorded this. I watched the entire game. So I thought, hey, why not? It's going to be a lot of fun. We've also started our Hawthorn series, so please go make sure you check that out. That is, the first episode is out. Episode 2 is dropping in the next couple of days, man. We're closing in on 100k, and this is just crazy. Now, this time last year, I did have a AFL Grand Final, the Bombers and the Tigers. I'm thinking of re-uploading it as like a little rewatch on Grand Final day. We actually lost that Grand Final, but it was huge. I mean, it was one of the best Grand Finals I've played on AFL 23. But now we've got the Hawthorn series, so all our attention is on that series. The Swans are ready to go. The Lions are ready to go. Let's see what AFL 23 predicts as the Grand Final winner. I think these are the two best teams in the AFL. GWS, for me, were definitely a team I thought we could see on the Grand Final day, but it is the Lions and it is the Swans. Man, we've got Rowbottom as captain. What is going on there? Does not matter, but it's the Grand Final. And we are ready to get underway here from the MCG. AFL 23, they definitely throws out some weird predictions. And this one, I'm telling you, it's a really good one. Underway, and early on in this game, Brisbane's midfield were definitely on top in the prediction. And you can see they go inside 50 already, threatening Sydney's defense. Were under a little bit of pressure early on in this game. We've even gone 30 seconds into this game. But Brisbane's ball movement here, you can see Dunkley roving. He gets smashed. Doesn't matter. Zach Bailey runs in. Another player you could consider for the Norm Smith medal. And Zach Bailey puts it in. So the first goal of the game goes the way of the Lions in this prediction. But we do steady here. And I tell you what, Joe Danaher, he's another... Oh, man, I keep throwing out all these players. Zach Bailey, Lachie Neale, Joe Danaher. If he kicks 4 goals, they could win this game. Eric Hipwood takes the mark. He kicks the Lions second, so they're off to a really good start in the prediction. 2 straight to nothing. And, I mean, Sydney finally got it going forward here. Isaac Heaney, his first look at it. And they actually had a chance to kick their first goal of the game through Luke Parker. He missed the left-hand side. Now, there are a few, I would say, players who, I mean, it's really bad that they're missing out. Callum Mills. You can see here Dane Zorko loading up and kicking a goal. So the Lions have 3 in this prediction. Callum Mills, Taylor Adams, Lincoln McCarthy, Coleman from the Lions. He was probably best on last year for the Brisbane Football Club last season, and he doesn't get a chance to play in the granny. But they finally get their first goal. Sydney on the board, and now they start to roll in this one. I do think this is going to be a really close Grand Final as McLean, he kicks it. I mean, if you guys go back 2 years ago, Geelong absolutely smashed the Swans. I think they're going to be a lot more prepared. Majority of their players that were in that Grand Final are playing in tomorrow's game. So, I mean, definitely it's going to be interesting. But first quarter here, pretty tight match. 3-1-19 the Lions to the Swans 2-2-14. Let's have a look at the stats in this one. As, like I said, man, this is going to be a lot of fun. So the prediction so far, the Lions get off to a good start. The Swans peg them back. And you can see Dane Zorko's kicked 1. Zach Bailey's got 1. Eric Hipwood's got 1. And you can see Rowbottom really setting it up in the midfield with Errol Goulden 9, Luke Parker, and Chad Warner. Second quarter underway, and this is where Brisbane start to flex their muscle. A trail of handballs, and Zach Bailey has kicked his second goal of the prediction. 4-1-25 to 2-2-14. The Brisbane are on a mission. I'm trying to think who AFL 23 predicted last year of winning the grand final if it was Collingwood or Brisbane. I'm going to have to go back and watch that. But turnover here in the middle of the ground from the Swans. Lachie Neale goes deep inside 50. Brisbane have another opportunity. Hipwood picks it up, and Hipwood kicks a goal. So the Brisbane Lions are out to a 16-point lead, but here come the Swans. They're not going to die fighting, I'll tell you that. Tom Papley inside, beautiful pass, and he finds Amadi. Amadi is definitely a player I could see going to Harris Andrews, maybe just to nullify him. Basically what Frampton did last year. That was really interesting. Sydney struggling to get it going forward. The Brisbane Lions, I must say, and now Sydney are back in this game. It's back to a 10-point game, but Brisbane are not lying down, and Joe Danaher was really good in this simulation, I'm not going to lie. He's got 4 disposals, and now he's kicked a goal. He had a good grand final last year against the Pies, and Brisbane just holding the Swans at bay, but they're not going to go away. You can see here, this is goal for goal here in this second quarter. The only problem is Brisbane have that little slight lead, and on the lead comes Logan Morris in his first year with the Lions, playing some good footy for him, and he's got it. So 8-2-50 plays 5-4-34. The Lions had another opportunity here to kick a goal, but good spoil there. I mean, they were definitely pressing as we are closing in on halftime. It's an 18-point lead at the moment to the Brisbane Lions. Man, what am I saying? The Lions 8-4-52 to the Swans. I mean, I honestly feel like who gets on top early in this game, it's going to be telling, because I feel like the team that comes from behind are always really strong in these two teams. Luke Parker, 18. McCluggage has 18. Second half, and the Lions start to roar. Josh Dunkley kicks a goal. And, I mean, that is a big first goal of the quarter. Up to a 24-point lead. But here come the Swans. Tom Papley, a second effort here. Connor McKenna couldn't get back, and Papley kicks it. So, here come the Swans. It's back to an 18-point game. But it is goal for goal. It's been goal for goal for quite a while. Amadi running here. Amadi, little chip, and he finds Logan McDonald. And Logan McDonald kicks a goal. Here are the Swans. It's back to a 12-point game. They're not going to die. But, I mean, Brisbane's midfield, Josh Dunkley, Lachie Neale were really good in the simulation. And Joey Danaher out of the sky. Like I said, he was good in this simulation. He kicks his second goal, extends their lead back out to 18 points. And this is where Brisbane really start to get on top. Here is Jasper Fletcher from the stoppage, and Brisbane have a comfortable lead here in this third quarter, but don't look away because this Sydney team is not going to die wondering. I'll tell you that right now. 12-4 plays 8-5. Here come the Swans. Parker handball to Jordan. Jordan gets smothered. Grundy handballs to Rowbottom, who's probably best on ground in the sim for the Swans. He kicks it. And the Sydney Swans, if they can stay in touch at three-quarter time, they could definitely win this simulation. But out of the middle go the Lions. And beautiful kick inside. Opportunity for, I tell you what, Eric Hipwood, another player who could definitely stand up. Now, Eric Hipwood does end up missing this goal. I don't know how he missed that one, but the Lions, they are not, I mean, they're relentless. They definitely are relentless here. Starcevic on the wing, man. He gets the handball, finds Dunkley finding the ball. Look at the handball chain, and a beautiful running goal. Could that be it? It's a 24-point lead going into the fourth quarter, and the Brisbane Lions are looking really good. But on the cusp of three-quarter time here, a snap towards goal results in a goal to the Swans to get their 10th of the game to keep them in it. 10-5, 14-6, closing in on three-quarter time. And at three-quarter time, the Swans trail the Lions 14-6-90 to 10-5-65. But this is a wild last quarter. That's all I'm going to say. It is a wild last quarter. 14-6, 10-5. You can see Eric Hipwood kicked the 3 goals. McLean's got 2. Danaher's got 2. Bailey's got 2. Disposal-wise, it's been a pretty big midfield day for Rowbottom and the ladder for the Sydney Swans. But this is the final quarter. Here we go. 14-6-90 to 10-5-65. First goal of the final quarter to Hugh McCluggage, and it's a 31-point lead. But here come the Swans. 2 minutes in, they peg one back, and they start to get on top in the midfield here. This is where they start to get on top. They go inside 50. Opportunity! Ball goes down. Heaney's strong tackle results in a goal. So 2 quick goals to the Lions, and to the Swans, and they are not stopping. Amadi, he gets wrapped up. Fires it out to Grundy. Grundy goes inside 50, and Campbell is all alone. He's got it. 3 quick goals on the trot to the Swans to get them back in this game. It's a 13-point lead, and they are starting to get on top in the middle. Jordan gets smothered. Rowbottom, good-looking kick to find Warner. Warner handballs. Look at the chain. Heaney almost got it away, but it still results in a goal to Campbell. They are right back in this simulation. Please let me know what you guys think of this. This is huge. 15-6 plays 14-9. 14-5 as the Lions do get a steadier through Eric Hipwood. So Eric Hipwood's kicked 4 goals in this game, and they get that steadier that they needed. But there's still plenty of time in this game. There's still so much time in this game for the Swans to have a chance. Grundy goes up, taps it down. Their midfield getting on top. Grundy, who could definitely get on top of Fort. They go inside 50. I don't know how they got to Logan McDonald, but it did. And he drills it. The quick response to the Swans. 15-5, 95 to 16-6, 102. Sydney have an opportunity, and they've got it. It is a 1-point game. 31 points down in this quarter. And on the lead is Cam Rayner. Now, Cam Rayner could have took some time off the clock. He soaked it up, and it gets touched on the line. 16-7, 16-5. Sydney's ball movement. Rowbottom to give the Swans the lead. He's got it. The Sydney Swans from all the way back. They've got the lead. Man, Rowbottom was just huge in this game. Absolutely huge. They go inside 50 of the Lions. They have a chance. They need a goal. Sydney get wrapped up. I think it's Dunkley. And Dunkley gives the Lions the lead. This game is going to the wire. Josh Dunkley. Now, Joe Danaher had another opportunity. It almost got to the line, and it got touched. So it's a 3-point game. Anyone's ball game at the minute. Dunkley, big one-on-one. Kicks it. Finds Lockie Neal. Now, Lockie Neal did load up here. He's got 26 disposals. Definitely a chance for the Norm if they win. And it goes all the way. Joe Danaher roves it and goals it. I don't know how Joe Danaher was all on his own. 18-8 plays 17-5. The Lions looking for the kill. Rayner loads up and drills it. So after getting challenged in this game, the Brisbane Lions stay on top at the Swans. They got one last roll of the dice. Inside 50. Opportunity for Haywood, and Haywood's got it. Man, this is a high-scoring game. I'd love to see a high-scoring grand final. They go inside 50 again, the Swans, and that's a huge mark to Harris Andrews. After losing the grand final last year to the Collingwood Football Club, the Brisbane Lions look like they may hold on in this simulation. I mean, is this going to be reflection of tomorrow? I don't think it's definitely going to be this high scoring, but the ball goes through. This one is almost done. One more kill for the Lions and it's over. The Brisbane Lions, by simulation, are going to hold on and be the premiers on AFL 23. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'd love to know your first goal, your Norm Smith, and the premiership winner. But yes, AFL 23 is predicting that the Brisbane Lions will defeat the Swans. In the simulation, they were well and truly on top throughout the entire game. It was just that late charge from the Swans. They stayed about. They stayed in the game. I'm so interested, like I said, to hear what you guys think as we move this series forward. And, I mean, it's exciting. Grand Final day is tomorrow. I can't wait. I mean, it's probably one of the best, like I said, best grand finals we've probably had in quite a while. Rowbottom was absolutely huge for the Sydney Swans. I mean, Eric Hipwood was good as well. Joe Danaher, very good as well for the Lions. Rowbottom had 36, Parker 34, McCluggage 32, Neal 29. Probably thought that Lockie Neal would win the Norm Smith. That was just my gut feel, but look who gets the Norm Smith. Man, AFL 23 love their forwards. They absolutely love their forwards. It was Eric Hipwood. So Eric Hipwood gets the Norm Smith. Please let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think. Who's your prediction for the AFL Grand Final, man? I cannot wait. It is going to be huge. I mean, there is a lot riding on this game for both coaches. I mean, the Lions are just set up for the future, so they've got a lot to look forward to. But yes, the Brisbane Lions are the premiers in the simulation. I think they may have lost last year in our simulation that we did. Please let me know in the comment section down below. Stay blessed. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoy the grand final even more.